Hey there, friends. I've been thinking. We all have our strengths, right? I can do this, but I'm not so great at that. I'm pretty good at talking to people, but I'm not so great at adding things into a website or app. Oops. I love speaking, sharing stories, social media, all those hashtags and algorithms. Yeah, that's a jungle I haven't quite figured out yet. Coming up with ideas that bring folks together, I'm all about it. But bookkeeping, let's just say numbers, and I don't exactly get along. But that's okay, because someone out there is good at those things. And when we work together, magic happens. See, Community Pay It Forward has never been about one person. It's a program built by many to support even more. Every one of us brings something special to the table. We all have talents that make us great on our own. But imagine how much stronger we are when we bring all those talents together. That's what Community Pay It Forward is all about. Your skills, my skills, our hearts, working together to make a difference. So tell me, what are you good at? Let's find out together. Visit communitypayitforward.us and join the movement.
What if every small business purchase counts? What if every purchase could change a life? With Community Pay It Forward, your business becomes a force for good. Join the movement. Get listed. Make impact with every transaction, new customers. Your business, their mission. One app, one community. Download now at communitypayitforward.us.
Hey, good morning, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Community Impact. I guess you on the East Coast, it's afternoon now, but y'all cheat. You get there earlier than we do. But anyway, good morning, good afternoon. It is the 17th of November. My name is Zak Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, Community Dirty Care, and the PAC channels. Hey, we are going to replay the family networking event, and we're going to do this because I want you to be able to join us, whether you are a business owner, whether you are a nonprofit executive, whether you're looking for a job, whether you have a job to offer. This is a place where we're putting together a networking event where people can come together and express how we can help others today and what do we need help with. This is a chance for us to get together and all move in one direction, like we do here on Footprints Forward, move forward to help people out. One of the things coming up this week on Wednesday, we're bringing it back. And this is especially for all of my friends here on Things Network.
In a world full of questions, sometimes the answers find you. This Wednesday, the veil lifts.
Yeah, and I can't play it because that one's incomplete. For some reason, it is not. It didn't download properly. I don't understand what's going on. So let me see if I can get that fixed while we continue the show. But yes, coming up this week on. Well, now I can kind of see what's going on. No, I can't. I wonder. Very interesting. Um, but yeah, we want to continue our series called Wednesday, which is someone who has joined our program as a giving partner. Her name is Lynn Sobolski, and she is a tarot reader. So if you would like to get a free reading, we invite you to join us on Wednesday, 7 East, right here live with Lynn on Wednesday. So, hey, we are continuing the miracle of the season. Okay, we need to make sure that you get in, get your stories told. Uh, Children's book authors, are you releasing your first book and you would like to come and introduce people to it? Get a hold of us, reach out to us. Let's get you on here. You can introduce your books to kids everywhere. You want to read your favorite story when you were a kid to people? Come on and join us. Do you want to share a recipe? Do you want to tell someone that you love them? Come on and do it. Let's spread positivity for 37 straight hours. It's a simple thing to do, folks. We just need to do it. Okay? So please come on. Please join us for the miracle of the season. All you got to do is go onto the QR code up top, get involved. It's a simple, simple thing. Please help us out. One of the other things that we are very proud of is our program, which is the Community Pay It Forward program. You're going to be hearing this name coming up in this meeting. And as soon as we're done with this, we're going to go right into the meeting. But I would like to introduce you to CARES Foundation.
When you join the Community Pay It Forward family, your business can be seen because people know your business will offer hope to organizations like Todd Lingle of CARES Foundation. CARES Foundation is a proud mission partner of Community Pay It Forward. CARES Foundation is dedicated to educating young drivers of the dangers of impaired and distracted driving. Every sale through Community Pay It Forward helps support incredible organizations like the CARES Foundation.
In a world full of questions, sometimes the answers find you.
then
It
yeah,
seems like you're having trouble with a video you can't stop. What would you like me to do next regarding the video?
well, I've got my phone trying to fix my problem, but unfortunately, my phone is not part of my problem right now. So hopefully, here in a second, Lynn will come up and you will be able to hear her. And I will figure out sometime that you can't hear me. Is going to give us.
Hey, look at that.
Here she is.
What
We've
did I
got her.
tell you?
And so in Lynn, we call it Lynn's Day because she is going to be giving us some free readings. And so make sure that you come on and you join us. Lynn, I was supposed to get you some shareables today, but been kind of a crazy day. So didn't get the shareables out. But welcome to November's Family Networking. We are live on all the back channels. Please tell us a little bit about you, what makes you stand out, and then the question of the day is: in business, who do you owe the most thanks to?
Mm, okay. Let me see if I can remember all that. A little bit about me and what stands out about me. Lynn Sobolski, tarot reader. I live in Brooklyn. I grew up in Northeast Pennsylvania near the Poconos, and I'm here at Family Networking. What stands out about me is that I not only do tarot reading, I have a prior career as a college financial aid professional. And so I have kind of a balance of having worked in very professional business, detail oriented environments. And now what I do is a lot more creative and intuitive and, you know, kind of goes with the flow rather than a structured thing. Um, and what was my last question, Zach?
The last question is: in your business or in your professional world, who do you owe the most thanks to?
Who do I owe the most thanks to? I will actually say my brother. My older brother, he is 13 years older than me. His name is Jim. And he got me my first job when I was 13 years old. He worked at a print shop that was a couple blocks from our house. And so when I was in eighth grade that summer, I got to walk all by myself. Woo! Print shop, and I would collate booklets, meaning I would just assemble, papers and covers. And, I was thrilled. They had the radio on, I had all the Coca Cola I could drink. But having that first job, getting that first paycheck for real work that I had done, and having that responsibility early on really created in me a work ethic and an appreciation for all of the different things that happen behind the scenes of anything that we consume that is somebody's hard work.
Uh, that is awesome. Um, yeah, and do you still keep in contact with your brother? Does he have you told him that story? Does he understand how important he is when it
I
comes to that? Or
I don't know that I have told him that he was such a strong influence in that way, but holidays are coming up. I'm going to see him, so
yeah,
guess that's a
uh,
conversation we're going to have now.
yeah, yeah. This sounds like it. So, well, thank you, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. I greatly appreciate it. Um, Now joining us, Mr. Z. I don't know what's going on, but we can see your background. Can't really see your beautiful mug, but so but yeah. So you are definitely casting a dark look. I mean, if you're wanting to be evil, you got it right there, buddy. So You almost look like this guy promised to come if we promised to hide his identity. So that's what it kind of reminds me of.
Well,
So
that's what happens when you're in the dark web for way too long and it just consumes you over
yeah,
time.
yeah. Well, Mr. Z, what? Oh, okay. While you're figuring that out, why don't we go on ahead and before I introduce you to Alan, I want to give a very very special thank you, and we honor you to all of our veterans. This past Monday was Veterans Day, and we here at Community Pay It Forward always, and our entire family, we appreciate, we support, and we love everything that you do. We're here for you whenever we can be. We are very proud of all of our veteran owned business partners, one of them being Mr. Alan Holmes. Alan, how you doing, brother? I think I've put him to sleep. Oh, there he what? He moved. Well, he's kind of moving.
We're testing our Alan chatbot.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Who needs AI when you got me?
non-functional AI.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, there you go, buddy. How's it going, brother?
Can you hear me? Oh no,
Yes,
it's
Alan.
I okay. Well, first of all, thank you. You have incredible Lynn here. Nice to see you, Lynn. And Mrs. E. Biden, his shadows there. He's always great one. But thank you for remembering the veterans. I'm so humble every time you share veterans because they are the backbone of our country. Whether it's in the Army, Air Force, Marines, I'm forever grateful to be called myself a proud U.S. Army 13 Bravo veteran. So thank you for that. But I'm doing well. And how is everyone in the community pay it forward working?
I think everybody is doing as good as can be expected right now. Alan, what we're doing today is I'm asking you to give us your name, your company name, what makes you stand out, and then the question of the day is a simple one, right, Lynn? It's in the business world. Who do you owe the most thanks to? Whoa. See, Lynn, I just stumped you. He just took off on me. He was like, nah, I'm out. I'm not answering that silly ass question. So, but yeah, it looks like we're having glitches all over the place. I'm going to go on ahead and take the Alan Holmes. Well, he's maybe back. I didn't mean to scare you away there, Alan, brother. Yeah,
Can you
I
hear me?
didn't mean to scare you away, man. Ah, he's having major issues with his internet. So, Mr. Z, why don't you go on ahead and you can start us up while we're waiting for Alan to reconnect.
Of course, and it's good to see you both, Zach, Lynn. Definitely feeling the wind on Wednesday, and there's no lights, but I know I did pay my electric bill. Rest assured. Uh, the question was, what makes us stand out, and who are we looking to thank? Is that the question?
Yeah, in the business world, who would you like to make sure that you're giving thanks to?
Well, of course, to you both and General Allen for making this meeting possible, and of course, just those who are tuning in.
Yeah, and what makes you stand out since you're I know that you're humble and this question's going to bug
Oh
you
boy.
but
Well, the bug has finally gotten bugged, but I would say what makes me, quote, stand out is I know great people like yourself who want to make the world a better place, or should I say, Z World a better place. More importantly, it's not about what I can do and what my skills are. Anyone can do what I can do, but more importantly, I know people like yourselves who want to give back, whether it's giving phenomenal tarot card readings or having people get married, for building a community together, whether you are a veteran or a civilian or those who are survivors of any traumatic events. What really I believe makes me stand out is that I know stand up people like yourselves and those who are also tuning in to ensure that we are connecting for the right reasons. And what I appreciate about this networking group, it's not a place where you're going to sell and try to twist people's arms to get a service. You're here to tell a story so that others don't feel like they don't have to feel alone, where we come together as a community, just like the Community Pay It Forward program. That's my long-winded answer of saying what makes me special. I think it's just the people that I know are very special.
Well, I'll be honest with you. It's kind of nice hearing a long-winded answer from you every once in a while.
It
I mean,
is.
you are always so to the point. But being to the point, I need you to tell us a little bit about Z World Cares.
Thank you, Zach, for saying that, or should I say the good Z? Z World Cares is a platform which is all about allowing nonprofits to share their mission and attract donations, volunteers, and showcase their upcoming events, but more importantly, supporting each other while showing Z World that you care. Now, and I know there are platforms out there that have directories of nonprofits, but you don't have to sign in. You don't have to give your last four digits of your social security number or be a part of an elite program to pay X amount of dollars. It's a free resource for nonprofits. So if you are a nonprofit or if you're thinking about starting a nonprofit, try checking, please visit zworldcares.org. But more importantly, check out communitypayitforward.us, because if you're a nonprofit or a business owner, that's the place to be, because if it wasn't for the Community Pay It Forward program, we wouldn't be here today.
Well, and just to let you know that if you do join the Community Pay It Forward as a mission program, as a mission partner, one of the things that we do is we tie you into Z World Cares. So that is one of the things that happens is you join Community Pay It Forward as a mission partner. You're also going to be on Z World Cares, which is just giving you a little bit more of an extended exposure. So, hello, Holly Miller.
Hi there.
Holly, you are one of the busiest people in the world, and it is great to see you again. I know you've had to go through a couple difficult things recently, and I know you just moved your parents, which none of that's never fun. So
Well, it's a temporary move. They go to Texas for the winters, so I do this every year.
that's right. That's right. So, well, Holly, what we're doing today is I'm asking you if you could please introduce yourself, give us your name, give us your business, um, what makes you stand out, and then the question of the day is who in the business world do you owe the most thanks to?
Oh, wow. Well, let's start with the easy part. My name is Holly Miller. That much I do know, in fact. I have a couple of different businesses. I sell doTERRA essential oils. So I am a natural health and wellness coach. I've been doing that for about 13 years. So I know a lot about natural health and wellness, and I really love helping people get healthy and well. The other part of my business is using neuroscience and quantum physics, going into people's subconscious mind and helping them to understand what belongs to them and what doesn't belong to them, so that we can get rid of the subconscious part of all the crap that's not yours, so you don't have to hold on to that any longer. It is fascinating work, and I absolutely love working individually with people on that. So the hard part, the business that I owe the most to, well, I'm going to tell you it's going to have to be doTERRA, because they're the ones who gave me the entrepreneurial spirit. I never ever saw myself as being a business owner because I always saw businesses owning the owners and not the owners owning the businesses. I'd worked for a lot of small businesses, mom and pops, and actually I was a paralegal at a law firm, and I saw the two lawyers who were married um, live, die, and breathe that business, and it owned them. And I never wanted that. And so when I found a different business model and was able to be a solopreneur and not have overhead and all the things that come with employees and a brick and mortar, it really changed my perspective on what and how I was able to be a business owner. And now I get to, I've been living this dream for 13 years, and I jokingly talk about how I am unemployable. So there we go.
Well, it is great to see you again, Holly. I know that have taken the training. What is just real quick? What is the best way people can throw away what is not theirs? What's
Book,
what's the
book a
what's
time
the
with me.
top tip? Book what
Book a time with
I,
me.
that completely and totally makes sense. So yes, yes. But
Yeah,
so
but I do free 30-minute sessions with people. So if you're curious, get on my calendar. I'd love to chat with you.
that sounds great. And we will be attaching Holly's information at the end of the show in the description. So when this replays on Monday, all of her information will be there. Jason, welcome. Welcome, welcome.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. So it's great to see a new face. Jason, what we're doing today is we're asking you for your name, your company information, what makes you stand out, and then the question of the month is very simple. Who in your business life do you owe the most thanks to?
All right. Well, thank you very much for having me. It was quite difficult figuring out how to join. I kept trying to submit a dollar receipt that it charged me and it wouldn't accept it. Kept saying it was wrong format. It was weird. But thank you, Mr. Z, I believe, invited me here. I do know
Yeah.
Kurt Roskoff, and I think I've met Alan Holmes as well. So,
Oh, I
anyway,
am
what,
so
what makes me
sorry
different?
that you know Kurt.
Yeah, I know Kurt. Kurt's a great guy. I was on his radio show for nonprofit. We have a nonprofit division, Safe Money Solutions. I started business in about 2012, and I had a fire, and my business completely transformed. I had to transform my cash flow model to keep from going under because I had a fire that destroyed my business, and it went viral. What I did was doing for myself, while my friends wanted to know what I was doing. And I ditched the checking and savings account and figured out a different way to flow money through the bank so I get a rate of return on the money I'm spending on gas, groceries, and chicken. And now I am getting wealthy on money that's passing through my life. Even if your cash flow is zero, it's unbelievable. You get out of debt 70% faster. And so I'm a banking educator. I teach people how to take back control and stop getting told no by those that want more of your stuff because I fix your clients so they'll buy more of what you're offering. So that's what I do here at Safe Money Solutions. I've trained 1,150 advisors. We're in 48 states and 8 countries. I have 5,000 personal clients, and we're taking back control from the banks who are, spending 9 times what they're making anyway. They don't deserve to make any more money. They're overspending. And so, and the one person that I suppose that I would give the most credit to would be God. He gave me back my life when I was a young kid. I was born with grand mal epilepsy. I wasn't supposed to live past 25 years old because of the brain damage. Maybe the brain damage made it through, but I'm a living testament here. So I feel like I have a purpose. So after this went viral and my name hit top 100 in Finance magazine, I got offered several million to buy me out from a bank that didn't like what I was doing. I realized they were going to shelve my idea. I decided not to sell out because there's people like you that need to know about it. So anybody that's curious and wants a free 30-minute session, just go to safemoneyjason.com and book some time with me.
Well, it's great to meet you, Jason. Welcome to Family Networking. This happens the same time every month. It will be this link from now on. We're not using the other format. I can't go live with it, so I had to make that change just abruptly and make that happen. But welcome to Family Networking. So. Alan, it looks like we've had you for like a whole like 20 seconds. So let's see if we can get you in, brother, before we lose you again. Nope. I guess that answers that question real quick. Let's see what happens. Is he going to pop back in and give us any time here? Alan, are you going to be able to give us your info?
Can
Yeah.
can you hear me?
No,
Can you hear
brother, we
me?
really can't
Oh,
today.
you can.
Yeah, he's just dropping out. Kurt, why don't you go on ahead and go? Give us your name, your company, or in your case, many companies.
Um,
What makes you stand out, and who do you owe the most thanks to when it comes to business?
Okay, all right. Thanks, Zach. Thanks, everyone. I'm Kurt Roskoff from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And Jason was talking about what we do in live streaming with the World of Ability Podcast Network. And I like to identify myself with the company of Project Diehard, which is partnered up with Community Pay It Forward, combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. And in the zeal of networking, I like to offer people to come on to our podcasting network and get more stage time, more exposure of who they are, what they do, products, services, so forth. And I heard doTERRA being mentioned.
And of course, now he's going to freeze on us. So, yeah, he is in Wisconsin, so it's probably a little cold. I don't know. Here in Colorado, what's it like for you right now, Holly? You're on the other side of Colorado, but is it as nice there as it is here?
Yeah, yeah, mid 60s,
Yeah,
sunny and beautiful.
It's
yeah,
cold in
we're in
Idaho.
T-shirt weather.
Yep. Yeah, we are low 70s. So, yep.
You
But
got Alan Holmes back.
yeah, we got Alan back and he's on a different internet. It looks like he might be on his phone. So, Alan, uh well, we've got you, and Kurt's back as well. So, maybe we can hear Kurt again. But Alan, while we got you, please give us your name, your company, what you do that's different, why do you stand out, and who do you owe the most thanks to in business? Oh, still having problems with Alan. That Alan, I'm telling you. Okay. Alan, I'm afraid it's just not going to work today, brother. Let me know if you get all connected. So, uh Kurt, you're back on the screen if you can connect again.
Yeah, I
So,
dropped my video because I'm having bandwidth problems too.
yeah,
So I don't know where I left off or what we need yet for my part.
you were saying doTERRA, you were talking about doTERRA, and then all of a sudden you froze like right at the end of doTERRA.
Yeah, so the idea is
Testing.
in the last 20 years,
Okay,
I have
this is.
connected to
I
a
will.
leader
If
with
maybe they
doTERRA
cannot hear
that
me, so I will.
he joined a mastermind group that we had done here in Milwaukee. And then I was able to go through his training program, which, he brands as doTERRA Edge. And it's been very helpful for me to understand the best practices of creating conversation and working off of curiosity, the idea of, being interested as compared to trying to be interesting, so kind of being a podcaster, being a showman and doing water skiing and all this stuff, I never realized how I tried to you know kind of steal the thunder, instead of giving other people a chance to shine in the activities that I do. So him kind of helping me temper my outgoing inclination has been very helpful and has been helping my business success.
Well, I appreciate it, Kurt, and thank you very much for coming in. Alan, we do have your picture frozen, but we do have you. Um, if you want to try to come back in, that's fine. I'm going to go until then. My name is Zak Clayton. I started Community Pay It Forward after I was in an accident, and I wanted to find a different way to help people. And what I do is I work with most of these wonderful people, and when you make a purchase through them, they give us a referral, which is a big part of business. What makes us different is we take 75% of that referral and donate it to somebody that you, the customer, choose to support, people who have asked us for help. So we're turning their sales into support for people in the community who need real help. So I would like to, yeah, I understand, Alan. Thank you very much. Alan is having just too many problems, so he's going to be jumping off. But thank you very much for joining us, Alan. And again, thank you for your service. But I do want to give a real quick shout out to everyone who participated this last a week ago Sunday, um, with the chili cook-off and books for books and board games. Behind me, I've got two full boxes of books that are going to be going to hospitals all over northern Colorado, with different coloring books, board games, and stuff for kids who find themselves in the hospital, just need something to do. So thank you for anyone who shared, everyone who participated, anyone who did anything with that. I'd also like to ask you, please, let's keep this going. We've got ways that we're going to continue to collect until December 23rd when we're going to deliver these books to the hospitals. But there's also a way that you can do this in your community. Why don't you take and start collecting in your community? Get with your business, your coworkers, and ask them, "Hey, can we do a book drive here in the company?" And then what you can do is you can take and deliver them to the hospital in your area for the kids in your area. Kids in northern Colorado shouldn't be the only ones getting the benefit of this. So please join us. I would like to say one of the people who I owe the most thanks is my mentor, who unfortunately passed away from lung cancer about 5 years ago. But Keith was one of the guys, actually, damn, it was about 10 years ago. But Keith was one of the guys who I would go to any type of crazy idea I had. He was there. He would sit down, he would listen to me, and he would give me advice. It was always fun. It was always great advice, and I do definitely miss him dearly, but I owe him so very much. So um what let's go around, and does anybody have any questions for anyone that we have talked to?
Well, I didn't get to hear what Lynn does.
Okay.
And I know that I know Mr. Z. We've chatted. I know Kurt. We've chatted. And I know Alan. So I think the only one now that I don't know is Lynn, since I was here for Jason's presentation. Would that be okay
Yeah,
for her to repeat?
absolutely.
Of course. Hi, Holly. My name is Lynn, and I am a tarot reader. I'm in Brooklyn, New York, and my career before tarot reading was as a college financial aid professional. So I said that is the thing that stands out about me is that I have walked in these two very different worlds of clients. Um, and then the person that I thanked in the business world is actually my brother because he got me my first job when I was 13 in a print shop, and I credit him for instilling a good work ethic at a young age and helping me realize that behind the scenes of every business, there's just a lot of hard work that's happening for everything we consume.
So,
That's one heck of a jump from financial to tarot cards. I'm like, where's the in between?
uh,
You know,
yeah,
it's there is an in between, weirdly. I mean, it is a jump for sure, and definitely a cultural jump. Um, when I worked at the School of Visual Arts, they kind of came a little bit closer together. But I think the main thing is the conversation with people about like what their hopes and dreams and aspirations are. I mean, when you're talking about college students, it's a lot of, hey, this is where I want to go, and I'm hoping these are the things that are going to get me there. And, you know, when you're talking big chunks of money, those turn into emotional conversations, and before long it's, you know, my family this and my friends this and my, you know, mental health this and also school. And so I think what they both have in common is this sense of talking to people about all of their private sorts of things that really just fall under, like, you know, love, money, hopes and dreams.
Thank you.
Thank you.
anybody else have any questions? Jason, since you're new to the group, I'd like to. How long have you been in the money game?
13 years.
13 years.
Hmm.
And what was it that brought you to this? Was that some? Was it a financial situation that made you want to
A fire.
figure something else out? Oh yeah, the fire. That's
Fire
right.
destroyed my
That's right.
business, and I was out of cash flow, and I had to figure out a way to feed my family and my babies with less income. And so when I learned how to ditch my checking and savings account and replace my mortgage with this type of strategy that we do, it amplified everything that I was doing. It gave me more cash flow. I got out of debt. I saved 11 years off my mortgage. I reinvested the interest savings and turned that 170,000 in savings into $1 million within 7 years. And I'd show people how to do the same thing. Our average client saves 200,000 on their mortgage, and we can make them back over $1 million on that in the amount of time when they would have just been debt free. Most people get over $2,000 a month in new cash flow, and it's just too good not to share it. By using a checking and savings, you're robbing your wealth, and the banks know that, but no one's challenging it. I don't know anyone that teaches it. I know people that teach portions of what we teach, but we show people how to use a money handling system that will help you get ahead. And when you teach this to your clients or allow us to teach it to your clients, now they have the cash flow to buy more of your stuff. So we're a great affiliate partner because people always say, well, let me think about it. Let me pray about it. You know, I don't have the $500 for your master class or whatever, you know. And so you say, well, I'll tell you what, let me have you talk to Jason at Safe Money Solutions, and maybe he can free that up for you so you have the cash flow. If you had first, you ask him if you had the money, does it make sense to move forward with us? Oh yeah, if I had the money, I'd move forward. Well, now you got them where you want them, right? Say okay. Let me see if I have an affiliate partner that might be able to make that happen for you, because we don't charge anything if we can't help people. Our fees come from the
Wow.
savings we create.
No, that's fantastic. I know that we've got quite a few money people that we work with here who come on to this family networking, and it's really inspiring, and especially this time, you know, that we're going through right now, knowing that people are struggling, different reasons why.
Mhm.
Uh, but you know, I don't want to blame just one thing. I'd like to, but I'm not going to. But you know, I know the money is so tight right now that
Mhm.
it any help is great for people. So
If I want to put a plug in for nonprofits, and this is how I met Kurt Roskoff through the Happy Neighborhood Project, we started a whole nonprofit division. It's called thegivingmultiplier.com, where we help churches and nonprofits. We give back up to $500 per member that goes through our program to them. And little small country churches receiving 10, 15, $20,000 can be life changing, and their monthly offering plate going up 2, 3, 4,000 a month can be a game changer for them to buy the building that they want or support the missions that they want. And all in all, in any nonprofit that can be something we can put our stamp of approval on. Um, it could be a game changer, so they don't have to do all these fundraisers. So we started a nonprofit because it's dear to my heart to be able to help people that don't know how to help themselves. And with better tools, it's doable.
It is so much easier to use what you're really good at. Use what like I said before. I use the talents of everybody around us. That the Holly and her story, and Lynn what she does, Mr. Z, Kurt. We use what they do, their passion, to try to assist other people. That is so much easier to do than just try to go out there and try to give money to people.
Hmm.
So money's just not really there. Kurt, what do you have coming up? It's like I woke him up too.
Well, yeah, well, coming up, I mean, I guess I can just make sure folks know about our Monday. Mondays we do Mission Monday podcast with Project iHeart. We do that 6:30 Central Time to 7:30 Central Time with Brian Gibson, president of and founder of Project iHeart, and my wife Sue. Takes lead host with Brian, and we have a good hour there. Trying to think it in terms of things coming. I mean, I've been tending to tell people about what you're doing with the December Miracle of a Community That Cares program. I've got some local stuff coming up here with Adaptive Community Approach program. We got a Solidarity Summit that is the the third Saturday, I believe, in December. Yeah, December 20th and Sunday, December 21st. And that Solidarity Summit is hosted through Mutual Aid Network, mutualaidnetwork.org. And folks have a chance to, help facilitate a topic. So if we have any leaders, speakers, people who are good at facilitating a breakout room discussion type of thing, we call those tracks. And it's all for building stronger communities and helping citizen activism or mutual aid, helping each other out, sharing and time banking and all various forms on how we can build better communities. Again, Solidarity Summit, December 20th and 21st, mutualaidnetwork.org.
Um, no, I didn't hear anything about water skiing. You don't have water skiing going on?
Not me. I mean, I can call my friends down in Florida and over in Australia and stuff like that, but yeah, not me personally. I'm going to wait till May.
Okay.
Too cold.
Finally thaws out there in May. So, um, Holly, what do you think about, or what are some of the things that you think about and try to help people with this time of year? And especially
Oh,
when it
goodness.
comes to, yeah.
Well, there's two sides to that coin. The first thing I think of is all the programmed thoughts that people have and conditioned beliefs that they have to do X, Y, and Z during holidays. They have to spend so much. They have to prepare. They have to do this and that and overwhelm the hell out of themselves over other people's stuff that doesn't have anything to do with them. So I look at it that way. And then I look at it on the other hand. I have really amazing, can be incredibly inexpensive gifts on doTERRA's side. So there's two folds for me. One is getting their mind in a frame and a place where they are who they belong to, which is themselves, and who they have to answer to, which is themselves. And then on the other side, we do sometimes want to do something for somebody, and it may be a gift. And so, both sides there, my friend.
Well, talking about that, you know that we're coming into the month where it's it's very difficult with people depression, and unfortunately the suicide numbers are very, very high. um
Yep.
Taking your course, in which your course does it spaces out a little bit. It's not all at one chunk, so it's not like you just get everything at one time. But how could taking your course, how could that really help somebody now that we're coming into this? Because there are going to be people who are thinking about bad choices they have made, bad decisions they've made. What are some of the things that you can, what would be your best suggestion to them, other than calling you right away, to make sure that they don't drift down that rabbit hole too far?
I would say get really, really curious as to why you're thinking those thoughts. Get very curious as to why you're responding in the way that you're responding, and simply ask yourself a question. And it being, where is this coming from? And does it have anything to do with me? And you'll be surprised at the answers if you really get quiet and you let your brain listen to the question and answer it without the preconceived thought that you already had to inspire that. So
I love the
get
Yeah,
quiet and really, really get curious. Start really questioning everything you think, and don't believe it. Don't believe it, because what you're
that's
thinking isn't necessarily true. More than
that's
likely,
really
it's
good.
not.
That's really good. I like that. I like that. Lynn,
Mhm.
I saw you shaking your head and the smile on your face when she was talking about that. What does that mean when it comes to what you're doing and that transition that you made? Because I know this was something that you didn't know a whole heck of a lot about when you first started, but it became something that you really are enjoying doing now.
Absolutely. Holly, a lot of what you said resonates. I would say, firstly, the part about getting curious, quiet and curious. Meditation can be a gateway to a lot of things. And if you have a hard time sitting still, you can jog and meditate. You can do the dishes and meditate. You can engage your body if that helps your mind kind of calm down. Um, I remember when before I started trying to take apart things like intuitive abilities, I remember just trying to meditate and sitting with my eyes closed and feeling my eyeballs kind of like roll back into my head, and having this fear like, "Oh, I'm going to hurt myself. I'm going to hurt my eye. It's like not supposed to sit in the socket like that." That's how uptight I was moving into the meditation practice. Um, once you quiet your mind, and once you are approaching your life with that sense of curiosity rather than fear, I wonder what will happen rather than, oh gosh, I hope this thing doesn't happen. um, that to me is kind of the moment where you open up to your inner voice, to what some people refer to as a god force or a higher power. I mean, different cultures call it a different thing, but the truth is there is this voice inside of us, or this voice that we have access to, that hovers near us, that puts us in touch with, what affects us most deeply, what types of energies we're drawing towards us, what types of situations we're walking into. And, tarot is just another avenue of having the conversation. A card falls on the table, and we say, well, the card means this. And how does that apply to your life? And all 78 cards in a tarot deck can apply to some part of somebody's life. the interesting thing is, why did this card come up now? And this is something that you're thinking of now. Um, a big part of tarot is having the conversation about the possibility. Once somebody has a tarot reading and it picks up on something that really resonates with them, hey, this is something that happened to me, or something I've been thinking about, or something that's on my plate right now, you know, that curiosity starts to appear, that fear starts to drop off. And then the next phase of, hey, these are what the possibilities are, then that instills a belief in the possibilities and it expands that curiosity. I really feel like Holly hit it on the head, where like curiosity and fear kind of have an inverse relationship. And the more curious you are, the less fearful you are, and vice versa.
Yeah, the one thing that I was ever since I've started learning more about the paranormal world and stuff, the preconceived things, you think of tarot, you always think of like the death card, and you're instantly thinking if somebody pulls that, you better run because you're like, and that's not exactly what it means, not all the time, it's got different meanings to it. So all those preconceived things that you think you have, calm down, listen to what's going on. So, Z, for you, my last question is: you are somebody who is uh, very caring. Quite honestly, what are some of the things that you want people to really pay attention to right now that we are coming to this very special season?
Well, thank you, Zach, for the good Z, for the kind words and for your patience with my video quality. And before I answer that question, I just want to say it's great to see you, Zach, Holly, Lynn, Kurt, Jason, General Allen, and those who are just showing Z World that you really do care. And the acknowledgments as well. It's great. And a while back, Holly introduced me to this astute young man, Chris, who is helping the geriatric world with his nonprofit, and really appreciate that, Holly. The question, what we can prepare for, is unprepared. We never know what's going to happen with AI and the human experience. What's going to happen in the year 2029, I have no idea, but at least we can get prepared now to do what's best for all of us, providing that human experience. And everyone has been talking about fearing the unknown, and I'll just do a testimonial for Lynn. A while back, I had a phenomenal tarot reading. It was my first time too, and she was very gentle, and she was able to guide me through the process of the tall grasses and the lower grasses and the elephants and the strawberries. And it didn't quite make sense at first, but the way she explained it, it wasn't about what was happening to you, it's what life does for you. And the lesson that I learned from that tarot experience is you don't have to have all the answers to take action, because the successful people who are in this call today know that you're not going to get results by thinking, you're going to get results by doing. So do what we need to do now to prepare for a better future. And I think Mark Cuban once said this: the only way you can predict the future is to act now or prepare for it. I'm butchering it, but the point I'm trying to make is what we can do today is to invest in the energy that we have now to make a better future for tomorrow or the year 2029.
I love
Yeah,
it, brother. I love it.
appreciate it.
So, um, we're having just all kinds of technical issues everywhere. So,
Yes.
Jason hopefully can pop back in before we're done. But Lynn, let's start with you. Our question we like to ask at the end of every meeting: what can we do, or what can you do to help people today, and what can we do to help you?
What can we do to help people today? What can we do to help you? I think it's the same answer to both. I'm going to say be our best selves, whether that means investing in the self care for your own personal needs, investing in your business and the way that you need to get yourself out there, and just making sure that when you put yourself out there, that you're sincere and that you're well intentioned and that you're going into your meetings with the right sorts of ideas, and then being open to other people's kindness as well, and just, meeting that vibe, putting out there what you want to receive and letting the like recognize the like, and raising everyone's vibration that way. Anything you can do, honestly, to raise your vibration between now, this moment, and like after the holidays, if it's not hurting anybody, I say go for it.
You brought up something about self care, Holly. That's right down your that's right down your alley. So, what can you do to help people today, and what can we do to help you?
How do you follow Lynn? That was absolutely beautiful. I'll tell you, I have a word that popped in as soon as you said that, Zach, and the word was grace. And I think that is twofold. It's offering grace to others that you may not understand, because the truth is you're not living their life. So you don't have a clue as to what in the world is going on in their mind. So offering that grace, don't have the expectation, because there should not be one. And also the same goes for you, to allow yourself the same in turn, and give yourself that grace that maybe not everybody affords you, but you can afford it to yourself. So that when you are out there in the world, you're projecting your best you. Because if you give yourself out there to the world as your best version of you, you're going to be so surprised at what you get back. And just love people. Just love people. Give them the grace. Give yourself the grace. That's all I would want from anybody. And
Uh,
that's how I think we're going to make this world better.
I think both of you two bring up such a good point, and especially Holly with yours there. I really do. It's you always hear growing up, you can't love someone else unless you learn how to love yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, and if you don't portray a like that you give a damn about yourself, nobody else is going to care about you either. I mean, you've really got to go out there and you got to show people, you know what? I'm not here to be pushed around. I'm not here to be bullied. I'm here to do what I do. And by the way, I'm damn good at it. And so I think you're right. And giving yourself, I love the word grace. I think giving yourself that grace, giving yourself those kudos, I think it's wonderful. So, Kurt, you have the lucky job to follow both of these ladies. So,
All right. Well, I'll lean into you, Zach, and Mr. Z for a little help on this, because I like to, kind of come in and be a part of what you two are doing, what we're doing here at Community Pay It Forward, the PAC channel, and all of the things. I too love the podcast. I too love mass media, television, radio, all of the things. I helped in the last 20 years, 100 organizations, including being vice chair of the Wisconsin Council on Physical Disabilities. And routinely, what happens in this community work is that, to what you're doing, Zach, and what Mr. Z does on the digital space side of it, it helps me that you partake in Community Pay It Forward and Z World Cares and so forth, because I'm kind of bringing out what I do through here. And, we're partnered with Project iHeart, again, combating veteran suicide by spreading hope to veterans. So right now, through the end of the year and ongoing, this is the time of the year to really think about how each and everybody out there can be available to vets and vets to each other. That peer mentorship and peer support and all of those things, and in the meantime, helping the nonprofit of Project iHeart. It is quite an observation that maybe people, see what we're doing And I think it runs the risk of getting an applause. Thanks, Kurt, for what you do. Thanks, Zach, for what you do supporting Project iHeart. Thank you, Mr. Z, for what you do supporting Project iHeart. And, that's what makes me sad, because I know I did that for 40 years too in my life. I'm going to be 54 November 30th. So I have this perspective of how slow I learned about the need to be in the game with veterans, that it is an all hands on deck initiative. So, I'm involved with a group for impact work. Just talked to a gentleman yesterday who's involved in creating community hubs. There's a lot of people out and around trying to, like I mentioned before, mutual aid network, time banking, and, a lot of formats to help what we're doing. There's no doubt that all of us out there, everybody watching this, has an appetite to see something happen better for the sake of other people. And, one person we work with says working together works. Or like you, Zach, you say, if you're not helping anyone, you're hurting everyone. So participation is the key. So if you want to help me, it's participating. And with participating with me, like I say, I offer the opportunity to give exposure to what you're doing, and let's do it. Let's do it together. Back to you, Zach.
I just cannot believe that you're going to be as old as 54. That's.
Hey, that's my age. We're both 1971 babies, Kurt. Yeah.
There it
Yeah.
is.
Guess
That's a
what,
good year.
Holly?
Good vintage.
Guess what, Holly? I turned 54 on Christmas Eve, so he's only like a couple days older than I am. So, but yeah,
And
I'm,
I am only a couple of days older than both of you. So,
so I give him hell every year that I tell him, man, you're old. I can't believe you're old, because he's always going to be older than I am. So,
well,
Zeke,
apparently I'm going to be older than both of you always. So,
but you look better than we do, so you win. So, uh, Mr. Z, what can you do to help people, and what can we do to help you?
Well, thank you for asking. And I just want to start by saying thanks, Zach, for having this platform available for all of us. And forgot to mention this. Thank you, Kurt and Zach, Lynn, Holly, Jason, and of course, the General himself, General Allen. Kurt, I appreciate you introducing me to Todd from the CARES Foundation, and I appreciate you acknowledging Z World Cares. What he's doing to prevent teens or individuals with drunk driving is truly commendable. He does put the K in CARES in his CARES Foundation. So I only ask is just keep doing what you do best and just make Z World a better place, and being a community of people that really do care, not to sell, not to try to sell ADA widgets or try to push people doing something they're not comfortable doing. Just be comfortable with yourself, knowing that you could sleep at night, knowing that someone else doesn't have to go through the life that they don't have to live. And we all know someone, as I like to call him, the doctor of H2O, who's giving purified solutions for kids in Africa and worldwide, but it's definitely US based. It's just meeting people like those who inspire those to do great things, and it's just one drop at a time. So my quick answer to that long-winded answer is just keep doing what you do, and let's keep this community going with the community pay it forward while showing Z World that you cares, and have a project that's worth dying for.
Yeah.
Back to you, Zach.
Um, I, I love it. I think it's for us. It's simple. Like Kurt said earlier, if you're not helping someone, you're hurting everyone. Make sure that you do something today that helps people. One of the things that we have going, that we have coming up, is it's called the Miracle of the Season. Okay, and what we are doing, and sorry Z, you're getting covered up there, and Holly, so are you. But if you go to where Holly's face is supposed to be, there's a QR code there. What we need you to do is we need you to get onto that QR code and record a video to someone for the holiday season, no matter what your religion, no matter what your culture. Record something. Tell us about how you celebrated that culture as a kid. What are some of the things that you do now as an adult to it fun, because a lot of the times that people don't that people fear someone else's culture, it's simply because we don't understand it. Let's take away that fear. Let's talk about what this is. I've done a study on all of these, and you know what? Light and getting rid of the evil, okay? Bringing light, bringing renewal into people are two of the main things of every single one of these celebrations. So let's bring that in. You know what? If you have the best ham glaze in the world, record yourself creating that ham glaze. Help people create a holiday that they can use, that they can believe in. Help them create their holiday. If you want to read your favorite story that your grandmother, your grandfather, your mom, your dad read to you as a child, read it and understand this. There could be millions of children all over the world that get to hear your favorite story as a kid, and it could become their favorite story. Make sure you mention to someone who you don't get to spend this holiday with, because they're missing you too. And if we can connect with people who are alone, who are lonely, at least they know that we're thinking about them. And this is a season that right now, as we mentioned just a little bit ago, and let me bring Holly back onto the screen now, and Z, uh, uh, this is the hardest holiday season there is. And it doesn't matter what your religion is. Every single one of us sees those sappy car commercials where, or commercials where the long lost son comes back into the home and everybody's celebrating. Not everybody's son gets to come home right now. There are people who are sad. There are people who are lonely. We can break that lonely, because this is the season that is can be created, or that can be saved with miracles. So we can be that miracle. Kurt, Lynn, Holly, Z, Jason, and of course Alan, I want to thank you guys very much for coming today. December 11th, we've got one more before Christmas. It's going to be at the same time right here on this link. You out there watching us, please come join us. Have some fun. All we want to do is find out what you can do to help some people and what we can do to help you. My name is Zak Clayton, Community Pay It Forward. I want to thank you all very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Let's have fun. Goodbye.
In a world full of questions, sometimes the answers find you. This Wednesday, the veil lifts. Step into the circle, ask your question, receive your message. We will be live with Lynn, giving free tarot readings. Real insight, one magical hour. We'll also share how you can help with Miracle of the Season, our global tradition of giving, joy, and togetherness. Wednesday on the Pact Podcast, Wednesday, November 19th, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming on all Pact channels.
When you join the Community Pay It Forward family, your business can be seen, because people know your business will offer hope to organizations like Todd Lingle of CARES Foundation. CARES Foundation is a proud mission partner of Community Pay It Forward. CARES Foundation is dedicated to educating young drivers of the dangers of impaired and distracted driving. Every sale through Community Pay It Forward helps support incredible organizations like the CARES Foundation.
Learned my lesson on the volume thing. So thank you everyone for joining us. That was Family Networking. I really hope that you all can join us next time. December 11th. Hello, Nigel. It's great to see you. Hope you can join us next time. But December 11th, for Family Networking, it happens at 6 p.m. East. So do your calculations and come and join us. All you got to do is reach out to us and we can tell you. Go to LinkedIn, in which the event's not up to yet today. I'm hoping it'll be up by the end of the day. But just go in for Family Networking. It'll help guide you on where to go. Um, again, miracle of the season is so important because this is our chance to reach out to people who need to hear from us. Please use the QR code on your screen. Donate, get involved, read a story, record a segment. Again, fondest memory of whatever holiday you celebrate. Best cookie recipe. Record them. Share it. Help others create their holiday tradition. My name is Zak Clayton with Community Pay It Forward, Community Dare to Care, and the PAC channels. I want to thank you so very much for joining me. This video will be up and be shared here really soon. I do want to thank you so very much. And remember, coming up this Wednesday, it's Lens Day.
In a world full of questions, sometimes the answers find you. This Lens Day, the veil lifts. Step into the circle, ask your question, receive your message. We will be live with Lynn, giving free tarot readings. Real insight, one magical hour. We'll also share how you can help with Miracle of the Season, our global tradition of giving, joy, and togetherness. Lynn's Day on the Pact Podcast, Wednesday, November 19th, 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming on all Pact channels.